Beaten Falcons, and after the first map, we didn't think this was necessarily going to be a full series, at least the way it started. Falcons were looking spicy into it, but Bait managed to persevere, managed to make it happen, and Falcons a little bit of a collapse. So now, despite the fact that this should not be a good map for Bait, based on every estimation of it, I'm kind of... I don't know. I don't have full faith in the Falcons after watching some of the end of Nuke. It was very disappointing considering how they started. But this round, starting well. They've got all the control up into long. They'll have been heard now by Wrinkle, so Amster at least will be ready for them to come through. But the old jump and tuck means that the headshot's not available. Wrinkle connects.
Team
Captain
kill?
Kirka kills Alex. I don't even know where that was or how, but it certainly worked out decently for them.
A team kill?
It must have just been a US. They must have been trying to line up to both shoot the same direction. And
I think
Captain
they're
Kirka just
both wide on
down.
divider. That is, you don't see many of those on a pistol round. Well,
Nope.
I thought that looked really good for Bait because they had Amster on the stairs, kind of taking contacts, and then the player in towards toilets. The toilets player gets the first kill, and then there's actually no plant for Falcons, or it's just so hard. But for whatever reasons, when maybe we're taking over Zealous Jules, or I'm sure the team kill didn't help, but it wasn't the be-all end-all. That round collapsed unbelievably fast for the Bait guys. What the hell is going on, Mike? What's going on?
Madness. Madness. Team kills. That's our third team kill of this series so far. We had one on Nuke. We've already got two on Overpass, and it is the second round of play.
Get the bingo cards ready. Can we have 3 for free?
At least, so NBK got the team kill last time, but it was in the course of getting a kill. He put a bullet through Kenny S's brain to get the mini player. This time, misutaaa puts him down to get the kill. So, we're just keeping it spicy here. Let's hope it doesn't lose them the round over on the Falcon side. Python getting that kill makes life a lot easier, as they are taking steady control towards A. And provided they commit to this, it's only Alex with it. There shouldn't be a world where he's not checking, but based on what we've seen so far, there's a world! Uh-oh! Oh, they all stack up! I thought we were going to get another team kill for a second, but this time, discipline prevails. And Falcons, they should have a free and clear path towards a bomb plant. What is this game, Alan?
I'm all for it. It's entertaining, it's punchy. But this after plant is looking pretty good right now. We're going to re-smoke on towards the stairs. Getting into good afterplants. There's no kit. There's no smoke for Baits. So they might actually be better off here. Not really going for the CZ as well. And the sort of ranges are going to be fighting in the end. Is not the weapon of choice. No players presenting. And this clock is starting to dwindle. Are there even any rifles towards this side? Doesn't look like it. So they're going to survive in bank. They need to start running. I think you do survive in bank. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, they'll be okay. No problem. No problem. No expanded detonation on this map just yet. That'll be in source 2.
All right, here we go. Here we go, Mike.
Know.
Will there be another team kill?
Yeah.
Round 3. Bout 3.
I'm going to say no. But I'm not confident in that fact. I mean, there shouldn't be much arrayed against them in this. You've got the 2 sets of armor that take through, and you've got 1 extra deep. And that's it. So there shouldn't be anything to make Falcons really feel the pressure. As I say that, here's a swing on Con. 3 players are here. I like it. Spicy play with the CZ. Might as well. It's down for the count, though. Well handled by NBK. And provided Python doesn't get overwhelmed. Well, he does. He's got a teammate here. Oh, my goodness. Body's down as well. This might get a little more interesting now. Guns could be retrieved. Owner's out of position. But Alex hits a ripper. Got the headshot as well. Bomb down. All onto NBK. And this round has turned on a dime. This should have been easy. This should have been breezy. It's anything but. NBK wants to bring this back, but he's not getting the fight he's hoping for. And now they're playing together. Now they've both got rifles. Owner's got armor. Does NBK expect him from the same position? He spammed it like he did, but now... Oh, he does! Presence of mind, awareness there for NBK. By God, that one almost got out of control again.
Did Owner make a noise cue? Surely not. He was big flanking. I am stunned that NBK is so... The certainty that it had to be either B Short or Monster is incredible here. He is dead if a player comes heaven. That is some monstrous game sense from an extremely experienced player. And NBK saves them. Alex gave bait that round on a platter. That was not an easy clutch to pull off for NBK. He had no real well, he seemed to have the foresight in the end, but he shouldn't have known what those players were. And now on the rifles, Kenny S, aggressive. First kill over towards A. Captain down. And Bait are still in a 4B stack at the moment.
They're just going to keep fighting. They're going to get the kill eventually, but Wrinkle now goes down. It's full control for misutaaa. This round's over. So Bait showing us very early on that they are, in fact, going to continue with their ways of fighting as aggressively as possible. And this time, Falcons content to sit and let it develop around them. I mean, this is how they started out Nuke, right? Discipline, control, managing to weather their way through some of the more chaotic rounds, anticipating the aggro pushes, being in positions to trade. So clearly, in the map break, they've had a conversation and said, we had the right idea, guys. We just let them get to us, let it get out of whack. On Overpass, this is our comfort pick. Should be all easy.
Should be sprinting A now with that info. Off they go. And Owner. Is there an AWP down anywhere? Maybe he could save that. He's actually posturing towards A at the moment. He's got no kit. There's a full bout of utility. And look at Python. Like a snake in the reeds. He's out for this frag. And Owner will probably need to fall out as this bomb goes off.
Might do. He's saving here specifically to try and upset their expectations. So they're not ready for him. Yeah, there's no world where Python's looking for this. There is no world where Python expects
You're tempting
this.
fate right now. He might turn around after clearing Monster.
No world. Not once. Did he ever think this was going to happen and Owner actually gets the op out of it? That's
quite amazing.
Cheeky. That's a nice little bit of play.
Is that going to incentivize them into a buy? It's really borderline.
I'm going to say yes.
I don't think they should. I think they should half. I think they should half around this. It's just too early in the map. It's you know, CS is ultimately a game of economic control, and you don't want to go all in here when you can still do some decent damage with that saved AWP and a few pistols around it.
The op is on B, which is interesting. Maybe trying to offset expectations. But I mean, as far as Falcons are aware, it's a rifle that was saved through. So they're not going to expect the AWP. So when that gets...
He's struggling to get an early fight. He's started here towards Divider, playing wide. Nobody's presented themselves. And we're already falling very passive here on A. Not looking for a terribly aggressive duel.
We did see this become a bit of an issue at times on Nuke, right? Where it felt like there was a sort of middle ground that Falcons struggled to reach. Sometimes mostly too fast, occasionally too slow. But we still got a minute. There's plenty of time. You've taken this bathrooms control. You can operate off of that on towards A. You just haven't found the contact. And they're a little wary because so far, if they haven't found contact on Bait, they're wondering, what does that mean? What are they hiding? What are they trying to pull through? But there's nothing. It's just a default. It's just a hold. Very passive as well. So I guess this is going to be a situation of pick your poison. Which site do you want to hit? misutaaa is going to look for a little bit of information, but 30 seconds at this point, I mean, they're going to have to make a decision. That flashbang. Oh, it's so lethal. Now they'll come down the stairs. Why not? Even with that kill from Owner, you're not too worried. Or you are. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. This could be bad now. 20 seconds. There's not a lot of time. The op. Oh, misses the opportunity. Misses the chance. And with it, it won't matter how many seconds are left on the clock. There's plenty to plant the bomb.
This is a train wreck for Bait right now. They're not even getting kills.
I will say, though, in that round, selling the lower presence, rotating up when you don't have vision on sight with 20 seconds to go. If that op hits the first shot, I think there's a very realistic rotate win that round.
But I think it was the right call from Falcons. I think it was justified. Maybe the spacing could have been a tad better, but it so speed is the absolute priority there over being super clinical. I don't mind the call. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Those kills from NBK were just filth. I think the first guy was fully blinded, but I'm not sure the second guy was. Absolutely exquisite pair of frags from NBK. He's off to a pretty stonking start here on Overpass. And I'm not surprised to see a pause from Bait, because the discussion having at the moment is, guys, nothing's working. What do we do now?
Swing. If I had to guess. Buy into the hero op seems to be the answer. Wrinkle's got the big green. Didn't net them anything in the last round. But, oh, they're chasing this. I was going to say he still had 2K. I thought they were just going to try and keep healthy.
Hang
but
on.
Owner's now gone in.
No, I think Owner's misbought.
Well, yeah,
This doesn't...
seems to be the case. I think he pressed tab, saw the op, and went, oh, we're buying? Been there, Owner. Been there. Ooh, Wrinkle going to make that op look good. Look, if you win the round, whatever missed by won't matter. And now, having seen the op, Falcons are going to focus on lower, but this is exactly where Bait wants them to go. Here's the setup. Here's the play, and that's a little interesting bit of micro. Not so comfortable into this. SMG still strikes. It's down to the 3-on-3. They don't know Amster's here, but they did get the smoke out, so they know somebody's here. And Mason has identified the position. Ready for the swing? He is. He is. All good. Very good play from misutaaa. A 1v2 possible for Wrinkle, and with the door open, there's a chance to catch the bomb. There was a moment here. Put them passed around the corner. There's nothing Wrinkle can really do about this unless they fight back his way. Oh my god, they're doing it. What? With the bomb? That is so unbelievably fortunate for bodyy that he doesn't get connected on by that op. That is ridiculous in terms of a risk here, but now they've confirmed the position. They're going to play off of each other, and bodyy with the off angle will catch the kill. But that, I'm actually a little mad that wasn't punished, Alan.
Well, let's look at it from the other side. We've had a couple rounds now where Wrinkle, we don't like to point fingers, but he has been in a position where he could have made a significant difference. And mechanically, he hasn't connected. We also had that spell on Nuke, remember, when he just stopped AWPing? And we had all those outer takes from Falcons, and they very easily got that map to overtime by virtue of continually winning outer. Wrinkle hasn't impressed me so far today, I've got to be honest. I don't know if he's just having an off day. He certainly looked better in a lot of the RMR games, but we expect a little bit more from an AWP. An AWP is always a star player on a team. It's just how it works. And we aren't getting enough right
now. No, we are not. misutaaa with 2. Captain Kirka got 1. I do want to talk about, I mean, everybody in general, but Amster's the man in this round. Now he's got an advantage for them. That was just a straight-up fight. That's the rounds that Bait are more comfortable in. They figure out where the stack are, and then they try and dismantle it. Health is low on 2 of these players. It's very recoverable for Falcons. But look at this play from Captain Kirka. He's trying to figure out where they are. He's trying to identify the information for his team, and having seen nothing here, once he clears long, presumably that should funnel Wrinkle lower. Should. They're still convinced these players are out long. They are really convinced these players are out long. They have not gotten any information, and they are supremely convinced. Now they have to know. Okay, no, they aren't. This is so weird.
Is Amster going to... Surely he's got to go now.
Falcons are wondering where the hell the site presence is. Because in a 2v3, they've just gained the site for free. bodyy is maybe overplaying his hand here. Again, with that bomb, making a very bold maneuver. But he is going to catch Captain Kirka with a knife out because Captain Kirka realized that they had no idea.
Did they hear the drop?
20 seconds. It doesn't. They're not playing like they did.
They've seen the smoke. The smoke is there. It has to be. He has to be there. He has to be there.
What is happening? Amster's got the 1 kill. bodyy over top. He gets his. Dropped the bomb. He's tagged. And now the pistol will bring him through, but bodyy hits the headshot. This is another round where I cannot believe Falcons have gone away with it.
What? I don't have words. I do not understand. I do not understand. There's so many.
At this point, if we disconnected and just started playing like a random word generator, it might make more sense. These last couple of rounds have been insane. I genuinely think Bait should have won probably both of them. Bodyy is playing so fast and loose with the C4, but it's working. He's betting on himself every time, and it's working. It is almost frustrating how much he's getting away with. Bodyy is now just rocked up towards long. There's a player behind him on the flank, but now misutaaa comes back to check it. So the kills do come in. Well done from misutaaa. That's all of the A defense gone. And Bait are just not looking nearly as sharp as they did on Nuke. I think the comfort on the map is maybe reflecting because there's lots of little things, lots of micro things. The crosshairs aren't in the right place. They're not reading the right position. They're not playing around things the right way. And I don't know. It's just, I mean, clearly they don't have a lot of reps on Overpass. But with the way some of these rounds, with how close they've been, it's crazy that it's at the end of the day a 9-0 blowout.
I can't get over that last round. the bit that's gone well, the A stack from Bait when they knew A was clear was a bit odd, but how that player got out of heaven, put a smoke down on himself, and neither of Falcons was looking that way. You'd think, Mike, that a chaotic game would favour a team like Bait in this matchup, but actually they just don't have the fundamentals, I guess, on Overpass to close out rounds.
Construction control taken. misutaaa wants to see how far he can get this. Just as Molotov fades, he's here. May not realize he's up so far. They're playing and not exposed to it yet. But how long is that going to last? Alex is coming back into the angle. He's got the knife out. Why is the knife out? Alan, why is the knife out? Why is the knife out? Why? Why? Amster brings back one, but he's traded. This round's over. This should be a save, probably. I don't even know anymore. I don't think they will save. Unbind Q, boys.
Why?
Unbind Qs.
They're fully tilted, aren't they?
Hard to read, to be honest, because they were doing that earlier in the game, too. There's a lot of very big assumptions from Bait. I mean, like that previous round where in a 3-on-2, they're full clearing and trying to pinch long with absolutely zero information. I just don't understand what's tipping off their reads sometimes.
They should have played They should have played Inferno. They should have played a map where they at least have some reps on it.
Well, at least you will get your wish. They will play Inferno. It's the decider. Isn't it?
Wait.
Did I get that wrong? It's Ancient. I got that entirely wrong.
Yes, I was going to say. If Inferno had been the decider, then we're asking questions about whose kid has hit the keyboard this time.
I got confused. That's on me, folks. This game of Counter-Strike, I just want to reiterate this because sometimes I have to point this out when I'm casting with you here in the EU ECL. I don't want to hear about NACS anymore. I don't want to hear about it because this team was one map away from making the major through the EU RMR.
We get better on LAN. That's my only defense.
Well, right now, they're going to get better on the B site, perhaps, because there's no one on A. There is no defense. And Falcons have found this. They found this as the Achilles heel a couple of times, the exposed weak spot, right? Of just rock on towards the A site. But, yeah, truly no one to defend. It was just a gamble sack. It was a very limited buy, but you're 10 rounds down, Bait. So you need something to work out like this. Well, it's not going to happen. Not here. So how's your day going, Alan?
Amazing. More, slightly more sane than this. Not much more sane. Well, at least slightly more.
Body's loving it, man. 16-2. And there have been... I mean, he's getting away with crazy decision-making in some of these moments. But he's clearly just thriving. I'm sure he's cackling in the comms after some of these rounds, knowing what he's getting away with. He's got to be howling.
Absolutely. The round on that B bomb site of the absolute madness, that is, on the one hand, for Falcons, they are creasing themselves laughing. They cannot believe they've won it. Whilst on the other side, Bait probably just can't comprehend how a round like that doesn't get over the line because they think they had all the information right up until they didn't.
So, I mean, look, here's the adjustment, right? We've been getting abused out towards long. They've been rocking up long on towards A. All right, double long setup. I don't mind that off the op. Problem is then NBK gets your opener around the bathrooms. Owner's gone, and now this long setup is under major threat. And Falcons are making the right read, the right adjustment. I don't think Kenny spotted the player getting aggressive. Wrinkle gets a kill. So a little something added into this round. But they're going through. They're going through. Oh, Amster, you need to look this way at the right time. He's done so. Flashbang doesn't coax him off. And now the pinch is coming back in. Captain Kirka, he's got the stairs. Oh, there it is. Finally around. Looking like it's going to be on the board here for bait. It is very little, very late. But around. Better than none. Captain Kirka gone. Now you need to try and stay a little bit healthy so you can actually fight for the next. Can't lose all these bodies. Python will try and wrap his way around. He is being pushed by Wrinkle, and Wrinkle will find his kill.
Well, it's looking a little bit better, I guess.
Right, so you know how teams do merch?
Yes.
Yeah, so teams have like hoodies and jerseys and mouse pads and all that. If this is what bait regularly do in the server and force their fans to watch, I think they need to start issuing team straight jackets. Because they're going to need some help. I mine. All right, we got the 4-man boost. Kenny S looking for that shot. Not going to have it.
Or like therapy discount codes.
Stress balls, perhaps?
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I think the players might need some of those after this.
I need some after this. Getting a headache just trying to comprehend some of these rounds.
What?
Captain Kirka was just facing on the bench over towards Fountain. He's down for the count. He actually got tagged twice and stuck around to just try and fight it.
I'm gonna say with reasonable certainty, Mike, that he didn't know he was exposed because that didn't look right at all. He just sort of sat there taking the damage.
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Double push out construction. This is going to be kind of spicy. Python's got a decent angle for it. But actually, if they just monster push right now, they've got all the space. Owner's trying to come down to support it. Here comes the hit. They're going to be around the corner. Do they expect this double construction play? No, they don't. They don't even check it once. No Molotov, no nothing. Now Owner's back into the angle. And all right, Falcons are losing their heads as well. Why not? Let's get weird. Kenny in a 1v3. Kenny S. Trying to roll back the years here. Player on sidewalk. Molotov to force him out. Knew that Owner was there. But Owner slipped him. Onto the wrong side, and now Kenny scoped in. Should be a dead man, and indeed he is.
I'm having a meltdown. What just happened? I think connector door must have been blown.
Yeah.
And was it Python that was in there, right?
Sounds about right.
He knew players were on B short, and instead of just peeking, he jumps all the way out. Why? Why would anybody do that?
We saw this on Nuke as well, right? After the first half, towards the waning moments, where it felt like Falcons were playing so good for so long, and then they're like, we have played a great half of Counter-Strike. Time for a little break. Everyone troll. Like, what is it? Is it the government mandated sanity break?
More like an insanity break.
Exactly. NBK opener traded though. Wrinkle's gonna be able to get this back. This is much more slow and measured from Falcons. This is much more under control. It is looking good. Trading, playing together, not over-facing, not over-aggressing.
Two.
They saw at least one. They know it's soft on A. I'm surprised they're not accelerating, but Python clearly expects them to aggress.
This is a map where you're never going to beat them, so caution is advised to pump the brakes a little bit. Fortunately for them, bait are spread out. It's just Alex on this half of the map. And Falcons are really taking some. It's just because they haven't got the HP, really, so they need to be very careful as they clear this. Good flashes, or at least very good spacing.
$30 seconds, about to hit the clock. Taking their time, but it is going to be a commitment here. They've got lots of utility for the site too, Alan. 2 mollies, 2 smokes. Now the smokes start to go in. Section out the choke points. Alex pushed off by a Molotov. He's going to play a bit of a cheeky angle here behind the molly on Optimus. But they come around the corner. That needs to have your gun out, Python. You were the first guy in. Kill is found. It's recovered. 11 seconds. Getting very nervous. Hamster, if he swings and drops this plant through, it's over. But he'll wait for the smoke fade, and in doing so, NBK will be posted the whole dang time. Nice round for NBK to recover.
Finally, a round that my brain can process. It feels good. It made sense. There was a flow chart. There was team play. Very nice. And now, all jokes aside, bait, they have to get free. This is way out of control. If it's 13 for Falcons, going to the stronger side, I don't think they got a hope in heck of turning this around, even with 3 rounds. On the brink of being impossible, but at least there's some breathing room. At least there's maybe a chance to get back into the flow of things before we move on to the third and final map. Wrinkle opens up. And why have we got so many AWPs on this T side? What's going on?
I couldn't tell you. NBK was holding it in the last. I guess Kenny has rebuys. NBK's just kind of feeling it, I suppose.
Has he got one in spawn? An AK in spawn?
I don't think so. Captain Kirk has now found body, so this last round of the half, I think they're just having a little bit of fun with it. Owner, living up to his name in this round, and it's all on to NBK, so time to really justify that up. You need an ace. Alright, he's got to the rifle. Old, reliable. And down he will fall. So a third round at least, and we're headed to the half. Wow, that's a nice quick return. Back in here on the second half, and we've got a little bit of time here.
Some time to revel in the insanity that was the first half of Overpass. Hopefully the bait merch has arrived to all the viewers by now. Ready for half number 2. I haven't had a team kill in a while. So, I'm all for it. Let's have some more.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try and puzzle together some of what we saw in that first half.
Please, be my guest.
Here's my deep analysis. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. I mean, look, Falcons held up really well in defense. Obviously, the score... on the offense. Obviously, the scoreline shows that. But really what they did is they just kind of sat in a lot of rounds and let bait do something wild and weird, and then they killed them. And they took full control, puzzled out the sights. It was methodical. There was like one round where they just kind of threw caution to the wind and got little goofy. There were a couple rounds where individuals got a little goofy, but for the most part, they could back it up. They could talk the talk. They could walk the walk as well. So bait are thinking about Ancient, I would have to wager, unless they've got a really spicy T side here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's on my mind. If I'm a LCQ team in the RMRs for EU, I am picking Overpass into these guys.
Yes.
If they're going to ban Inferno, and they're going to leave this open, this is a mess, this map for them. And let's actually have a look. Did they play Inferno in the RMRs? Has anybody called their bluff yet? I guess they haven't, because they've only played it once. They played it once. No, that's sorry, that was in the qualifiers. Yeah, they haven't played it. Teams need to start picking this into them, because bait can't play Overpass. At least not on the CT side. It did not look good. Wow. They haven't played.
Wow.
They haven't played Inferno either. Teams are not beating great at the RMRs. What's going on? Why wouldn't you pick a team's permaban?
Look, all I know is Cloud9 played Mirage against Monty, so
Yeah, that
clearly no one's
happens.
doing their homework.
They
we've
played
been
three best of threes.
Yeah, they played all the way through. They went up 2-0, and then they lost.
Fnatic banned Inferno into them. What's going on? Wait, let's go through this. Did Breach play much Overpass? They do hate it, to be fair. Apex.
Well, we won't have to think about it for very long because now the pistol round's underway. Back into the fun. Back into the freedom. Back into the site hit. Python collects first, looking for more. misutaaa burning. He's gone, but Python keeping it in whack with the health as well. Python may be down, but Kenny S is even actually there to keep his teammate upright. Finally, Python dropped. NBK and Kenny S just going to fight this. The bomb is dropped, so it is a full committal. And Owner is left in a 1v2. And he's not going to reroute. He's not going to readjust. He's not going to regroup. He's just going to try and push right back out and then start shooting at a corpse's foot, I think. But that foot, he's going to show that foot what's what.
Well, at least they're keeping something in check. Only not the scoreline.
Hey,
this is
really fighting the big menace.
Yeah,
Combat
the stray
boots.
feet.
No feet picks for you.
He's not happy about
They're
those
just- they're
foot. He's
really
not happy
against
about those
Source
foot
2.
fetishes. He had to shoot it down.
They're really against Source 2, where you're going to be able to see your own feet. They wanted to get that stuff out of there early.
Exactly. I can't believe they're ecoing.
That's
Oh
nice.
god.
We like it. No force buy in the second. Eco here. Come in with a gun round. Show us what you got, bait. And then if they don't win that, it's over. Sweet release. Blissful escape into Ancient. Playing this map has to be reinforcing in Falcon's brain. How did we lose Nuke? Because this is some wild Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Body, speaking of wild Counter-Strike,
no.
is just going to collect 4. Wow. Bet that was a great clip. And as it is, we've just got Wrinkle remaining. Just got Wrinkle. And we will not see him in this round.
Okay. This is what we've been waiting for. 5 AKs. Okay, in this round, the buy is better for bait. 2 Famuses, 2 MP9s, no AWP for the CD side. I have slightly more faith than I have in some other rounds. Not much faith, but more faith.
I don't know if I share that with you. Aggressive posturing from Falcons. There's a contact at party. NBK goes 1 for 1. Kenny S brings back another kill, and with the Molotov, he should be able to back away. He's lost a lot of health. Body's just gonna fight. Okay, on the smoke fade, it works, I guess, and then he commits to another fight. Body got away with a lot in that first half. That might have been asking too much. Still an advantage for his team, for the Falcons, and look at this control for misutaaa. He's working his way all the way around on the flank, and while Alex is holding this, is he really gonna wait here for that long? Apparently, yes.
Oh, the timing's brutal if they start clearing into A now. Python also, if they somehow take contact here, maybe, especially if you get 1 and stay alive, but even just the information to allow misutaaa to play, and this round is a done deal. These guys are absolutely surrounded and they don't even know it.
As soon as Python slithers up the steps, it should be over. But he's waiting for contact to do so. Making the conservative play. misutaaa starting to realize they're not back here. They're not back here. Where's the spot? Kenny S. Info jump. Now he's seen it. Now he's seen it. Smoke goes out. Now it activates. Python on the flank. Another as well along with him. If they just accelerate, this should be over. And Kenny just knows he needs to avoid giving them the kill. Oh, they can't find it. They can't find it. That's a little bit hairy now. Bombs down. A post plant available. It's all into Alex. Alex666 just wants to play on the smoke fade. Might get Kenny here. It'll only take a bullet. But he's instantly traded, so it's recovery on for Falcons, and that's going to be map point.
Maybe my confidence wasn't entirely founded. It was a better round than most. Not that I count so much. Body is fearless. Misutaaa has actually had a sleeper, really great game. He's just been slowly punching away. NBK's barely had an issue, and the players that were topping the board for bait in the first game, Alex, Captain Kurtzka, not really a presence here on map number 2. This has not been a game to remember if you're a bait fan.
All right, Alex, you got one. You got more for us? Puzzling it through. No, you do not. Python going to be able to take that kill back. Now they're gaining this control. Some space is being taken towards A. But by the time they accelerate off of this, as Falcons gain more and more map control. Oh, the bomb's alone. The bomb's alone. Captain Kurka, he finds the first phase, but he has to get out of here, and he has to go for the full long rotate because they spotted the C4. This might slow Falcons down, and rotating an extra player up top does mean the pressure's on to Kenny S for now, and they're coming out long, so that's the right read. But if this player clears con and goes up the steps, it could just catch the C4. Not going to do that. Python's going to push through. Kenny's leaving himself exposed to long. Just trusting a flashbang. He'll have to back away. So somehow, and I have no idea genuinely how this is happening, this round is working out for bait.
Don't count any chickens.
I'm not. Python's on the flank. He's not going to be able to catch the bomb and deny it. NBK's been lost. Now just wounded Kenny S, who will whiff. And it is just going to be on to Python. Economic damage, presumably the name of the game. Saving this gun is more important than anything he can do, though. So he's going to back off. He's going to concede, and bait will find a 4th round.
And he say this. It's an AWP drop onto Kenny. Let's get out of here. Kenny could probably A1S armor, perhaps. Something like that. Drop over to a teammate. Okay, well,
if Captain Kirka dies with the bomb and con, this round cannot happen.
Yeah.
So even when it looks good, it looks bad for bait. I don't know how else to put that. This is actually wild.
They probably had one convincing round in this map or something. Oh. I mean, listen, this map is over. They're not coming back from this. They just need a couple rounds just to not feel as depressed before we go on to Ancient. So it doesn't really matter how they win them. Just anything to ease the pain, ease the suffering before we go on to Ancient.
Much slower round here. Falcons are trying to avoid giving up these advantages, trying to play further back, and of course they're much more limited on utility as well, so not everything to play with here. Seems like we're going to get a play in towards B, though. The bomb's definitely not over there, but 3 players are grouped outside, so really bait are all over the map. 1 minute, actually, they're making their way up con, so instead pressure going to be on to NBK. I've misread the tea leaves here. Alex is actually going to give up this control, go back, get the bomb, group with his teammates. Oh, we're going to play together. NBK, what do you got? NBK? What do you got? You got a spot, you got information. Kill? Yes, you do indeed. A second as well, why not? And now, while they're coming around long, NBK, he can get himself an upgrade. He can readjust into this fight if he wants to. Now he wants the information. Flashbang for the peak, and he's going to do more. Oh, if he had a rifle there, Wrinkle was in trouble, but instead, it's just a 2v4. Great play for NBK. Nice flashbang as well to set him up from body on sight. No bait. Might just be seeing this map go by the wayside. That's a ripper of a shot from Alex, though, to keep them in it. 2-on-3, looking more viable by the moment. Oh, my goodness. time the issue, and the round is over. They did not have the clock, so it just doesn't matter. Fittingly, for that map, it ends with a whimper. I mean, what was that map of Counter-Strike, Alan?
I don't want to.